You're gonna kill the whole fucking dojo before you train? Oh man, now I feel bad actually. This is fucking Fight Club. I want to destroy something beautiful. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're back with another episode of Mushoku Tensei. We're back. We're finally back. Well, not this guy. Unfortunately, not this guy. But, hey, I said we'd be back when it came back. I did not lie. We come back, though, as we normally do, with comments and a board. No notes, because obviously we've had a season in between. Hopefully I didn't miss any specials or anything. So, I'm going to show you the board, because obviously there's not anything to talk about here. And that is to say that that's not the board that I left you with. Since the last time that we did anything with Mushoku Tensei, we have migrated away from the old concept board system that we used before. And now we have our own website, of which I have programmed a board thing for. So, I am still currently within the process of transferring the lines and systems or whatever we had on the old board over to this one, because I actually was not aware that Mushoku Tensei had come out today. So, I am a little bit off guard. Also, when I was doing what work you see here, I actually realized some of my shit was just wrong. I was not doing a good job a year ago. So some of that I am also just having to figure out as I go. So if you want to see this, you just have to click the link down below and you will have free reign to see it in a much larger scope here. I'll also say we have features on the board. For example, say you want to see who Orsted is connected to. Click on Orsted. Boom, you can see exactly who Orsted is connected to, although I am now seeing there's some errors there that I also have to wrinkle out. Like I said, I'm still working on it. By the time you're seeing this, I may have completely fixed it. We'll find out. But yeah, better board, better solutions. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a tagline on the fly. So yeah, that is the board as we have it so far. And as I always promised, when we come back, I will read some of the comments from the last video that we put out there. Which I mean, season 2, episode 24, not the previews. We got Go Gadget Rectal Punch. Sorry, I even had a hard time coming out of my mouth. For all his faults, Rudy remains one of the most compelling protagonists of any anime I've seen, and the interpersonal relationships of Mushoku Tensei are top tier. They're messy, complex, and they feel so real. Mushoku Tensei has never been afraid to have uncomfortable conversations in a mature and real way. That's why this anime is so special to so many. Can't wait for season 3, where the real story begins. I will say that I am still completely not unknowledgeable of what happens in the manga, so everything will still be a surprise to me, especially the aspect of, once again, being reintroduced to the world, because I did not do any, like, rewatching or anything. Whatever's existing up here in my memory, that's what I'm working with. So I am looking forward to rejoining the world with you. Next up, we got Cherry Miss. This might be a retread of something you're already aware of, but your wording on this makes it unclear, so just in case, Sylphette was trying to teach Rudeus to cast healing silently. He can already cast healing spells, and some even abbreviated. However, unlike with his attack spells, he can't cast healing spells silently, or anything else really. I fully understand where you're coming from on the attack of the Beast Girls, but you're never going to get what you want with this because Rudeus himself doesn't see it the way you want him to. Rudeus is against bullying already. After Bodyguardi, he briefly gets an inflated ego and realizes just how easily it would be to let his new reputation turn him into a bully, and even begins to empathize with him. And it's not just his own thought process, his actual actions have led to the majority of the student body to see him as someone who doesn't tolerate bullies, even if the bullies themselves seem to be on the correct side of the issue. I bring all this up because in Rudy's mind, what he did wasn't bullying, but retribution on two people who physically disrespected his goddess as the creator and follower of Roxyism. It's cute. Because he himself isn't aware of that, what he did was bullying, and the other side that is most likely to point it out to him has dropped it to become his followers. He doesn't have the context necessary to learn or change on this issue. While it's a matter of interpretation, it seems to me to be an exaggeration to say that Elenice was claiming to have a simple solution. She was steering a complicated situation to one that she thought would be beneficial in the long run to everyone involved, from her perspective. All three people of which she cares deeply about, by the way. She claimed that if Paul managed to make both Zenith and Lilia happy, he, as Paul's son, should be able to manage the same. To me, she's saying that despite the difficulty, she has faith that Rudeus can manage to do as Paul did, not that it would be easy. I'm not sure what to do about comments from your live chat that are incorrect when responding to them would require spoilers for material that is likely to be in Season 3, so I'll leave it at that. Your Mushoku Tensei reactions have joined a short list of my favorites, and I hope to continue being in a situation where I get to enjoy your Season 3 ones. Thank you. Well, yeah, I hope you're still here. The element is that I'm fully aware that comments that I read from a year or more ago probably will not be responded to by the people who made them. I've got a listing of Made in Abyss comments. It's going to be a while. Actually, no, it's going to be at the end of this year. So 3 years since the last thing? Anyway, to respond to some of these, because obviously I'm a little bit distant now from the comments that I may have made, so I don't actually remember what I said in the moment. Yeah, I know what you're talking about with Rudeus trying to cast healing magic silently. There was that scene when they were both standing outside the house and their hand over each other, and she's trying to teach him. So, yeah. I don't know what I said back then, but I know what you're saying now. I guess we're just going to be of different minds when it comes to Rudeus the bully. Because I understand the element that they broke the statue and they have to pay for that. But he tied them up in a room and they pissed themselves and then begged for food. There's no coming back from that and not being a bully. And I don't know. The element of be like your dad, Paul. I don't know that Paul's the guy we want to emulate when it comes to these sorts of things. Paul has that really bad thing in his backstory. And not for nothing, he got, sorry, there was a word that I wanted to use here. Anyway, the maid seduced him, and he fell for it. Like, I don't know how to go with this. I just don't think that Rudy should be emulating Paul. There's a lot of things that he could emulate Paul for in a good aspect. But this is a fantasy world, so who's to say polygamy isn't like the normal thing? We had this giant argument when it came to slavery. Like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. So, yeah. Those are my responses to that. Hope you're back. Hope you enjoy Season 3, even if you're not back. So, finally, a short one, though. Joby-Wan Kenobi Nolan. See you next spring for Season 3. Well, joke's on you. I think this is summer. It feels like summer. It is hot. So, yeah. That was the introduction to the board, which should be better, I guess, in Episode 3, because I'm recording 2 episodes back-to-back. So, hopefully in Episode 3, I'll have a more complete thing to show you. Notes, everything else is coming back. Everything but my co-host. So let's go ahead and hop on into this episode and see what we get with the introduction to Season 3.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
If memory serves, we left off outside the school. No, we're going back to where Eris left and Ghislaine. Did the Eris and Ghislaine come back? Oh, no, we're just going way back. We're just going back. Oh, I get it. We're gonna follow Eris and Ghislaine after this. And then he went and married 2 other women? Ouch. Right, because she has a whole thing about how they almost all died in the Orsted fight. Don't forget to cut off your hair. I don't see them joining back up together in a happy way, considering, again, he married 2 other women. If there's one of them I can't see being happy with it, it's her. But who knows, maybe she'll grow as a person on this solo trek with Ghislaine. God, I missed the show. I'm already happy to be back. I know you can't tell, stone-faced reactions. Yeah, but come on, she's like sword thing. I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna have to rehash myself on everything. Oh, and the outfit Rudy gave her, yeah. Okay, not the same snow area that Rudy went to. Of course it couldn't be, because he went there about the same time. I mean, I'll be honest, I could go for the entire season just being what Eris was up to when Rudy was doing everything. Oh, this is like the first preview, wasn't it? The preview I was more excited for, actually.
久しぶりだな、師匠。
どっかでのたれ死んでるかと思ったが、案外元気そうじゃねえか。
Ghislaine's circle of people she talks to.
私の弟子のエリスだ。師匠に稽古をつけて欲しくて連れてきた。
はあ、こいつを？
あなたのようなタコに用はないわ。
That's the Eris attitude of kind of completely missed out on.
膝をつけ。前にいらっしゃるのは剣心ガルファリオン様だぞ。突然戻ってきたと思ったら、ギレーヌ殿は何を
That name sounds familiar.
そうだ、しつけができていないぞ。
Wasn't there someone at the school looking for somebody with that name? They also had weird colored hair.
一体誰を切りてんだ？
竜神よ。竜神オルステッド。
I think it was around the time that Rudy was fighting Batagati that they were in a hallway talking about it.
なるほど。確かにオルステッドに比べりゃ俺様は雑魚だ。そうかそうか。あいつを切りたいか。俺様以外にもあいつを切りたいと思う。
So I'm guessing she's his daughter? The blue hair girl, I mean.
けどな、口で言うだけなら簡単だぜ。できんのか？
やるわ。
I mean, she's a girl of infinite confidence. I guess technically she's a woman now.
よし、剣を見る。ジノ、相手をしてやれ。
はい。
そいつはうちの最年少だ。まだまだ甘っちょれが結構やるぜ。
Hopefully he doesn't get kicked out if he loses.
では中央で。
I guess, to be fair, they would have stopped her if this was against the rules.
な、甘っちょれだろ。
本当にそうね。
よし、次はニナ、お前だ。
Okay, Goku, send your child in to fight.
不意打ちもいいが、用意ドンでの剣も見せてくれよ。
I mean, if a surprise attack is fine, you'd attack her before she even got a weapon. Like right now. When she's holding a weapon, you know what I mean? Not even taking off her equipment.
始め。
や
Sword God, throw hands. Jesus Christ, Darius. You're gonna kill the whole fucking dojo before you train? Oh man, now I feel bad actually. This is fucking Fight Club. I want to destroy something beautiful.
ここには甘っちょろいやつしかいないの。
貴様
我らを侮辱する気持ちはわけない。
今のどこが剣術だ。悪い悪い、ちょっと見誤ってたな。俺が相手してやるよ。
師匠が出るまでもありません。
私めが。慌てんなよ。ちゃんと手加減はしてやる。
I appreciate that she felt the danger.
いい剣持ってんな。名工ユリアンのだろう、それ。
知らないわ。ミグル土足にもらったものよ。
あ、そう。
Well, that's
こい
interesting.
つもユリアンのだぜ。
Hopefully it's not bronze or gold like it looks like.
行くぜ。
Okay, but not shattering, shooting blood everywhere. Because we're willing to be vicious around here.
見事見事です。
エリス。
Almost feels like he hit her with the back end of it. It doesn't seem to be double bladed.
ギレーヌ、エリスを治療しろ。今日からあいつは剣聖だ。明日から俺様が剣を教える。
Sword same with the word I couldn't remember, obviously.
剣聖は光の太刀を習得した者のみに与えられる特別な称号。あんな山猿も同然なガキに。光の太刀を習得したガキを2人も乗してんだ。十分だろうが。
Okay. We're using the transitive property.
何かを覚えりゃなれるってわけじゃねえんだぜ。特別な俺様ですら特別扱いされてねえのに、なんで剣聖程度を特別扱いする必要がある。申し訳ありませんでした。
So if you're strong enough to defeat somebody who has the ability to do that, then you're strong enough to be one as well, is what I hear him saying. What an intro. Glad to be back, Theris.
この程度が
Oh, good flashback. She does need to be doing more footwork. She's best with just doing footwork.
中に余計なこと考えてる暇があんのか。
What was that ring? I don't remember having that ring before.
無心で剣を振って疲れたら座って休んで考えろ。考えるのに疲れたらまた立ち上がって剣を振れ。
Kizadoro. Yeah, certainly made yourself an enemy there. Oh, it seemed in the preview that they were.
読めるやつが誰もいないから確かめようがないんだって。
俺は嘘だと思うけどな。
父さんはなんであんなやつを。
Okay, I was right.
あなた、剣の修行より殴る方が才能あるわよ。
確かに。
You're looking to get your ass kicked again.
ジノも何か言ってやりなさいよ。たまにはエリスさんも僕らの合同稽古に参加してみない？はあ？何言ってるのよ。あんなやつが父さんの献身の直弟子なのよ。ジノは悔しい。
Look, man, I can't even be angry at her. I don't remember the fight starting. He knocked out.
にふさわしくない戦い方でやられただけじゃない。きちんとした試合なら遅れも取らないわ。
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of her for holding back so much. Old Eris would have been jumping over that. Get at her. We gonna learn the light thing?
難しいわね。ギレーヌはもっと速い。ルイゼルドはもっと速い。剣心はもっと速い。そしてホルステッドはもっともっと速い。もっと速い。
Yeah, you gotta earn your way up to at least Paul's level at this point.
剣心はどう動いていたのかしら。指先、肩。
Now we're getting there.
ダメね。
I mean, she's witnessed Ghislaine do the move, so she at least... I mean, a different move, but she's witnessed these attacks before. Yee. Dedication, though. Some Rock Lee level shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when she does get back to Rudy, should just be heavily more matured by then. She let all the smack talk go, so... Oh, we're gonna get back to our long hair regardless. Okay, I get it. We gotta mind's eye that shit.
まだまだね。
Use it as a focus. This one's colorful.
おお、よかった人がいらした。それがしは北帝オーベールコルベ。
どきなさい。
なんだこいつは。
邪魔よ。
それがしはクジャク県のオーベールと申す。
Northern Emperor.
謙信流の門弟とお見受けする。どうか謙信様にお取り次ぎをお願いした
ど
く。
けと言っているのよ。
He senses the danger. Although, she does look exhausted. Footwork. What did I say? Footwork. Throw hands. Yeah, it's on you for going flat blade on her. She does do best when she goes feral. The jumping around and all that stuff. Not thinking, like he said. Not him. Sorry, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, お久しぶりです、謙信様。
She went into this exhausted.
北帝、謙信様からのお手紙を拝見いたしまして、道場に伺ったところ、あの子がこれほどまで苛烈な剣士は初めて見ました。まるで
And without
のような。ああ、これが例の狂犬と呼ばれている子ですか。
ああ、そうだ。
We gonna get a new trainer? Is that what's gonna happen here? I love the shading that they do around the eyes. I mean, she is teaching herself.
違う鍛錬の仕方をだ。
師匠はいつも言っていたはずだ。すべてを合理的にやれと。
言ったな。
エリスのあれはなんだ。毎日バカの一つ覚えみたいに素振りをして、どこが合理的なんだ。
ああ？
数年経ってもまだ光の太刀も使え
Certainly
な
a
い。
camera angle.
なんで師匠が教えてやらない。
お前、いつからそん
Kind of gotten used to not seeing Ghislaine, so thrown off a little bit.
戻ってくる前からだ。
もう師匠の言うことは聞けねえってのか。
しかし
ギレーヌ、俺様はな、お前の教育について少しだけ後悔してんだ。あの飢えた虎みてえだったギレーヌが牙の抜けた子猫ちゃんになっちまった。あのままでいきゃ、お前も今頃は検定だったのによ。
This is another thing we have Paul to blame for. Sorry, another thing I do remember about Ghislaine is her body is hard as a fucking rock. Rudy proved that.
意味がわからん。なぜ稽古をつけてやらんのだ。あれではエリスがかわいそうではないか。
いいかギレーヌ、俺様を超えたきゃ合理を突き詰めていけばいずれ超えられる。だがあいつが目指してるのは竜神オルステッドだ。奴は合理の外にいる存在だ。俺様の教え
Look, you don't have to show us anything. We fucking know. They are glued to this one camera angle.
修行ってのはお稽古じゃないんだぜ。まして目標があるなら人の言うことはいはい聞いたって意味はねえだろ。
師匠はいつも難しいことを言う。私にはわからない。
ま、要するに俺に教えてもらうだけじゃダメだってことだ。手始めにこいつだ。
Okay, I was right. He's the new master. I thought he was going to lean into, hey, why don't you train her if you're so good?
北神流が何の用だ。
謙信様より頼まれ申した。弟子の一人に稽古をつけてほしいと。
なぜ北神流を。エリスにはこいつらのような姑息な手は似合わんはずだ。
竜神が使ってく
I
る
don't
から
know.
だ。
I think that sounds like her. She'd do anything to
一体
win.
何者なのだ。
知るかよ。ただな、あいつはいわゆる謙信流とか北神流とか、そういう流派の定石みてえなものは全て網羅している。当然使っても対処されるし、向こうも使ってくる。なら、こっちも覚えとかなきゃ互角には戦えねえ。
なるほ
It's
ど。
fair. It's fair.
ではいずれ推進流も呼ぶのか。
ああ、手紙は送ってある。
そうか。では北帝殿、ごゆるりと滞在なされるよ
うん、剣王殿。お世話になり申す。
Not a fan of that haircut, though.
先日の苛烈な歓迎、大変心躍るものであった。狂犬の腕
His
前、
head is like a bowl.
改めて確かめさせていただく。始め。
For a second there, I thought she was going to have the sword with a sword in it. Underhanded tricks, as we just heard. I knew she wasn't crying. I was worried there was going to be tears for a second. Too strong to cry. There's one thing Mushoku Tensei is not known for. It's good mental health. Oh, what is that? When did she get vision? Sort of the thing that she's been mastering on the cliff. Oh, was it? It's confusing naming. The Blade of Light is a sonic attack. By which I mean a sound, or that she broke the sound barrier, I guess, with her blade. Good old Eris. A little bit of encouragement. And she goes all the way. Also, great name for an episode, Burn Bright Mad Dog. Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. When they kept calling her Mad Dog, I thought it was a friggin' insult, which maybe it was, I don't know. But wasn't Mad Dog her name when she was with the Rudy, and, well, herself, obviously, her nickname in the group? Again, I'm coming back with a year's worth of not having seen anything. My memory is never good to begin with. That's why I have a whole note section when I do these videos. Oh, and if I didn't explain it in the opening, and I've been a year since I've explained it to a Mushoku Tensei video, I have to talk over the opening and the ending, because the music in them is the most copyrighted thing ever. And I would like these videos to get out and not get blocked or whatever. I don't give a shit about monetization. Not making any money on YouTube. So, just so long as they're visible, I don't care if they're monetized. So, gotta talk over the music. But I will say, if there is anything to be taken away from the opening, I will have it in my notes section. Obviously, I don't think there's anything to take from the ending credits, unless they change things up this year. This season, whatever. Maybe the next time on? I almost forgot about that chorus. That chorus is back. And good. We're sticking with Eris. My worry was, I think the second preview or the third preview did not feature Eris. So my worry, well, I guess it's going to happen at some point. We're not going to be with Eris again. We're going to go... It sounds weird to say. I'm disappointed that eventually we are going to go back to Rudy. Not that I'm unhappy with Rudy, but I really enjoyed the time that we had with Rudyard and Eris. And then Eris went away, and we did the whole erectile dysfunction arc. And, there was no Eris. I don't think I was ever like, what's going on with Eris? Because there was definitely always stuff happening right in front of us that we had to keep focus on. Oh yeah, and tracking down the mother arc. Which I guess I do actually want to go back to see how that's coming along. Because I think she was starting to get some functionality back again. However, this has to be happening in the same time as Rudy at the school. Not Rudy at the school. Rudy in the northern village, I can't remember the name of it. Where he met Sarah, and then, Sarah's misunderstanding. I do hope we see Sarah again, despite everything that happened. So, yeah, I guess this would be happening around that time? I don't remember. Either way, I love it. It has a real martial arts dojo vibe to it, because obviously it's what it is, but I mean, more so than anything we've seen in Mushoku Tensei so far. I guess I just don't have that much to say. Unfortunately, since I'm doing the first two episodes back-to-back, anything that I don't have to say in the first episode isn't going to help me so much in the second episode, and I'm not going to be coming into the second episode with notes, which I normally would do. So, third episode, I'm going to have 2 episodes worth of notes and board updates and whatnot, so I guess look forward to that. But otherwise, this has been a pretty short intro into the first episode of the season. I guess I'm going to have to cut it short here. There's a little bit of meta at play here. I usually like to have at least 45 minutes of discussion, or total, including the video itself. Because, again, thinking about copyright and whatnot, the amount of added material I add to the show. And right now, I'm looking at maybe 10 minutes added to the total content, and I'm thinking, Have I said anything really about anything? My problem is that everything that happened in the episode was pretty on the face of it, face value material. It's good to see Ghislaine again, by the way, too. And I don't mean that from the aspect that she's a mostly naked woman who's just prancing around on screen all the time. Prancing, that's a weird thing to say for Ghislaine. She's like a fucking mountain she's walking around. It's just the element that it's more backstory for Ghislaine. We got some of that in, was it season 2 or season 1, where they went to their village, and we got to hear about Ghislaine's, relatives and whatnot, her brother. So, technically she wasn't there, though, so we don't get that interaction. Maybe at some point during this, they will pass through their village, and they'll hear about Rudy, and the familial change from where her brother was before to Rudy impressing upon her value as a person. I mean, I'd like to see payoff about that. That was also the sadness I was getting during the original reaction to it. The element that there's no fast travel in this world. That those people will be, either we'll never see them again, or will be completely different. The adorable girls that we had in that village will not be the innocent people that they were when we met them. We're never going to get that incarnation of those people again. They will have gone through their own journeys, have their own stuff, and when we see them again, they will be different. Maybe that's another added story in Mushoku Tensei, another element that makes it great. People have a problem with all the shit that does go on in the show, but there's an element of, well, I want to say evolving as a person, because that's certainly the story of Rudy, coming from the real world and learning to not be that person, to change themselves for the better, at what cost, but the element of growing up. All the characters that we met have grown up. I mean, to varying degrees, obviously. But, think of Eris when we met her, the person that Rudy had to trick into learning and whatnot, and look at her now, right? Such a big difference. Characters growing is such a great part of stories like this, and Mushoku Tensei does a great job of it. So yeah, I'm excited to see more. I guess that's where I'm going to end this video, because again, going to record another one right after it. So, once again, I have been Theta, this has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?